British Railway has multiple abandoned or disused stations around the map. Today I will go over every single one that is in the game at the moment. I'll not be going over stations which are no longer in the game or there are no physical structures of. So without further ado, let's start off. If we spawn at Rosebery Park and walk along the tracks towards Fair for a while, we come to an old station with a grass-covered platform. The station has "Do Not Alight" signs and some rails on the platform. On the Fair end of the platform there is also a station building. This is the original Arkley station, which was closed after a new station was built closer to the town. It saw limited regional services on the Fair coastline. Spawning at Whetstone, walk along the road towards Merrion for a while, and then, at this junction, turn left. You will come to a level crossing, on the right side of which you can see an old dirt platform, on the edge of which you can see a notice that the station has been closed due to inflation. There's a pole with a bag on top of it. However, if we go to FreeCam and look underneath, we can see a station sign with it reading Maybourne. If we take a look at the platform, we can see a HST car stop marker, a S car stop marker and a sign reading Maybourne. Before version 1.0 the station was called Wyvern Village. The line through here used to be a single track without a platform before version 1.1. However, it was double tracked and a platform structure was added. At Leaton, there is an abandoned dirt platform 0. It is a terminus track with a buffer and has "Do Not Alight" signs. On the opposite end of the station, there is a disused freight terminal. It is currently used to turn around trains coming from Leaton sidings. At Bont Green, there is a disused platform 5. The platform is a terminus track with a buffer stop with the rail being corroded. Next to the platform there are also other corroded rails. Looking from above, we can see that this is clearly an abandoned yard. At Newhurst there is an abandoned platform. We don't know the number of this platform because Newhurst does not have platform numbers. There are signs on the platform, but the rails have been pulled up. You can still see some old corroded rails on the ballast though. Entrance to the station from the footbridge has been blocked by a wooden board. A little ways from the station there is an old rail on top of a road bridge. If we spawn at Victoria Docks and walk along the line towards Newhurst for a while, we come to an old dilapidated platform. The interesting thing is that between the rails there is a third rail. However, this is clearly not an electrical third rail as it's inside the forefoot. Could this mean that the line to Side-on-Sea was originally a narrow gauge railway? This station could have been a stop before Victoria Docks or a terminus of the narrow gauge line. However, there could just be a more boring explanation to this. If you've ever driven out of Marden Hill TMD, you have probably seen this station. The station has Marden Hill signs in piles on the platform, a footbridge at the TMD end, a station building under construction, and "Do Not Alight" signs. The platform is raised with concrete pillars so you can see underneath. However, the line continues beyond Marden Hill. Continuing on the line from Marden Hill, we come to a raised station in the middle of the countryside. The station signs read Portway Park and Ride. Just like Marden Hill, the platforms here are held up by concrete pillars, with entrance to the station being via stairs on both sides. The station's appearance reminds me of Whitefield Lido in SCR. If we head further still from Portway Park and Ride and turn left at these points, we come to a station with two platforms on either side. There really is not a lot to see here except for an unfinished motorway. The void is right next door, with there being this platform just floating there. You might have noticed third rail electrified tracks not in use at Maybourne Hill and Union Street. However, there are many more stations on the line that are not in use at the moment. Let's start off with West Union Campus. Located between Union Street and Thornfield, the station has Network South East branding with two platforms. Underneath the regular station name signs are signs which read "A light here for University of Maybourne Hill." The platforms are filled with bunch of crates and there is a station building currently under construction. Just a short walk from the main line Thornfield station is the next station on the DC line, East Thornfield. The station is simple with two platforms and a station building which is empty. The line has a level crossing, after which it goes underneath the main line towards Maybourne Hill. Just like West Union Campus, it has Network South East branding. Continuing still from East Thornfield, we come to an unnamed station on the DC line. The third rail electrification actually stops before the station, so it's technically unelectrified. Unlike the other DC line stations, this one does not have any decorations or signs on the platform, so we don't know its name. Around the station there are a few buildings, to the other side of which you can see the line to Marden Hill. After the station, the line goes into a hill, so we can't exactly tell where it goes. However, you can see third rail tracks near Bont Green. Now this is interesting. If you spawn at Leaton and go to the end of the station concourse, you will see a shut door with the Network South East branded sign reading Leaton. If we go to FreeCam and take down the stairs, we come to an underground station with two platforms. The platforms resemble the real Northern City Line platforms before the line's upgrade works. At Maybourne Hill and Preston Junction, you can find tram stops which are not in use. Both stations' signs have a green colour scheme. At both stations, the tram tracks end not too long after the station. In the valley between Leaton and Russell Lane was originally a station called Islington Square. However, you were never able to operate the station as services were removed before version 1.0. The station was originally supposed to be underground. What remains today is a station sign and a stone reading Islington Square. This video took far longer to make than I expected, so do consider subscribing to the channel. But for now, goodbye.